believe we were snowed in. Hi, Mario.
Hi.
Yeah, we were out, girl. They hadn't really let us have it tonight. We stayed up in the mountains and stuff.
Yeah, nice. She said she had got us, beat us up or something like that.
Yeah, girl. But anyway, we have a wonderful guest today. This is Janita Baines. And
Janetta.
Oh, Janetta, because I call her something else, Monday. But anyway, she is the author of this new book. It's called 100 of the Most Influential Gay Entertainers. And a lot of our friends are in this book. And so I was scanning through the book and I saw a whole lot of interesting things about people who I've been working with for years that I didn't know. So I said, this is quite interesting. And we wanted to invite her in so she could talk about her book. Hi, how are you?
Hi, Miss Sophia. How are you?
Just fine. You want to explain to us how you got into the mindset of just coming out with this book?
Yes. I'm a lover of People magazine and Life magazines, and I noticed that every year they come out with most influential, 100 most influential or sexiest men, or they revere the people that have passed on throughout the years or that particular year, and they compile them into Life magazine and they give reverence to them. That's when they pass along. So I said that there was nothing in our community that would really bring the people in my community to light so that everyone can see their stories or read their stories and see how wonderful they are and the impact that they bring to our community. So I started working on this book in June 2006, and the first entertainer that I contacted was Naisha Dupree.
Okay, now when I was going through the book, I read something about one of the entertainers, and I don't want to say which entertainer it was, but I read something about one of the entertainers that, you know, they were adopted, and I've been knowing this entertainer for a while, and I did not know that. So, what were some of the things that you found out about the entertainers that, you know, were surprising to you?
Some of the most compelling things is there were stories just like mine, relationship issues with family, and some entertainers, their families have thrown them away, don't want nothing to do with them. And then there's the other aspect of it where other entertainers whose family embrace them for who they are. Also, some of the entertainers have suffered violence at the hands of others because of who they are and who they love. And those were some of the most compelling stories. Chelsea of Pearl was one of my favorite stories. Also, Desiree de Mornay.
Yeah, I saw that.
Desiree de Mornay's story was very deep and very troubling. And it actually, you know, really, it really hits home when you meet somebody and talk to somebody that's actually gone through and suffered violence at the hands of not just one person, but many people.
Okay.
Something I think that is great about, you know, your book is that, like you said, with the stories, it does kind of show the commonalities between us,
Yes.
which is for me is always very rewarding to see similarities between people that you know and that you come in contact with that you maybe didn't think that you really had similarities with.
Right.
Now, a lot of the entertainers in there, I don't know. So you traveled abroad to get, you know, a lot of these entertainers in this book.
No, I didn't.
You did?
No, I did not. I didn't travel anywhere except for to the jungle. Many of the interviews were taken by phone, and I type pretty good. I type about 70 or 80 words a minute. So what I did was transcribe the stories, ask questions, and then I put it into a story, email it back to the entertainer, get their approval, and that's the story.
Janetta, how did you accumulate all the 100 of entertainers? How did you seek out the entertainers that you knew that you were going to probably choose for the book? Because I think that's one of the things I would probably, if you didn't travel to see them, how would you?
MySpace was very good at the time. I started out with MySpace before there was Facebook, and then later on Facebook came along. It took a lot of hours just reading MySpace pages with these entertainers. A lot of times they have their bio on MySpace. Facebook doesn't offer it that much. And at the end of each interview, I would ask some of the great entertainers if there's anyone that they felt should be in this book. Give me their names.
It's a point of reference.
Yes, pretty much a point of reference. And some of the entertainers I kind of sought out on my own and read their bios.
Now, when I read the book, I was very, very upset because I was not in the book. Why wasn't I asked to be in the book?
Miss Sophia, you were asked many times to be in the book.
I know. I just wanted to say that.
I was so disappointed when I did not get your interview.
Yeah, I just said that because a lot of people are going to say, well, why Miss Sophia not in the book? It's because she reached out to me several times. That was during the time. That was during the time.
Who would say that?
All of my little hyenas, they're going to ask, why aren't you in the book?
I went to comedians. And I didn't see you in there, and I thought good because I don't think you find a word for damn.
Right, girl. Right. You told me that on several occasions.
Right. Don't put your hand on me.
On camera. But when we're off camera, you always come back, kiss my ass, and say, I was just playing, sis. But anyway. That was during the time when I was working at the radio station, and we were either out of town or I was out of town or doing something else, or we just couldn't coordinate because I had a lot going on. But you know, congratulations, and I am so proud to see that, you know, to know that I was with you at the beginning when you came up with the idea and you was trying to do it, and then to see the actual book, you know, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much.
And Janessa, I'm curious, how did you go about getting publishing and stuff for your book?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Publishing was very difficult. I did my best to keep the entertainers abreast as to what was going on. The book was actually finished in March of 2009. I had a publisher and it fell through. I think the job was a bit too big for the small publishing company. So I had to go and seek out another publishing company, and that took another 6 months. The publishing industry has also been hit hard by the economy. It's been hit terribly hard. There are some situations, even with dealing with this publisher, that I had to bite the bullet on. One of the major things is I fought very hard because I wanted the inside photos to be in color like the cover. It would have cost me $56 per book. There is no way that I could sell a $56 book and make any kind of profit. So the publisher that I did end up going with, Argus International, he pretty much told me that the photos inside would have to be black and white.
And you know, that's interesting that you mentioned that, because as I was looking through the book, I said, I wonder why the colors were, the pictures on the inside were not in color. So that's an interesting point that you bring up. And you're right, the economy has, you know, hit everyone.
It has suffered. Now, I also tried to get it printed with a foreign company, a foreign printer, like an Asian company. They print a lot of things in color, but they're also prejudiced towards books like these, or our community, the GLBT community. So they will not even accept work. And believe it or not, when I was looking for a publisher on my own to do it as a self-publishing project, I found a company in Norcross, where I live, sent them the paperwork, and the owner of the company got back with me and refused to print the book. So there are a lot of things that I dealt with. It's not hard. I mean, it's not easy. It's definitely hard.
And you say even some of the foreign companies were? Many
of the foreign companies, like I know specifically Asian companies. If you look in some of the big books, World Geography, everything in there is color. And it's usually done by a China printer or an Asian printer. But it's cheap. Those books run about $9 to $15. You know, and it's full color. But because of the kind of book that I have printed or put out, you know, they wouldn't even consider printing my book.
And so, since you talk about price, how much is your book?
The book is $24.95 plus tax. But I'm trying to, well, I've given you all a free copy. Everybody here a free copy.
No, everybody here gets a free copy.
Everybody's
going home with a copy. You really moving up.
Everybody gets a free copy. And I'm usually running a sale, either $19.95, you know, $4 or $5 off, but I still have to charge tax.
Oh, okay.
So how can someone get a book if they want a copy?
Hit me up on my Facebook page, or either if you got my phone number, give me a call and I'll be glad to meet you.
And your Facebook page is what?
It is facebook.com, Janessa J. Baines, or you can go to my website, which is www.100mostinfluentialgayentertainers.com.
So, Janetta, let me ask you this. Your book, is it in any private, private-owned gay sectors?
Did you do the water last night?
No.
Oh, good.
The book has not been put in outright Karis or brushstrokes yet.
You don't think that would be easier to sell that way opposed to doing it?
I have spoken with, and my PR guy, Sincere, has spoken with, he's with Cotillion Marketing.
Sincere.
Hi, Sincere. He has actually spoken with the owners of Outright and Brushstrokes. And I also spoke with some of the people at Brushstrokes. And they said that they have to actually read it and decide if they want to carry it.
Okay. So Brushstrokes is our local, I guess you could say our local
bookstore.
Gay bookstore in our community, but there's tons across the country. That's why I was asking that, because I felt like that avenue would open the door for more exposure, not only for the book, for the entertainers that you showcase.
Yes.
If you just not joining us, we're talking to our special guest, Janetta Baines, and she is
Janetta.
It's Janetta. Why can't
I don't know.
because this on here is okay. Spell it.
Janetta, that's it. That's how you spell it. That's how you spell it. It's still Janetta.
Janetta.
Is that what it? Yeah,
Janetta.
it ain't changed.
Janetta.
It's
Janetta.
actually spelled the way it is pronounced.
Janetta.
N-E-T, net.
Yeah.
T-H-A.
I don't know, I don't put that in.
Janetta.
But Janetta. We're with our guest, Janetta Baines.
Thank
And she
you.
is the author of this wonderful book, 100 of the Most Influential Gay Entertainers. And if you haven't picked up your copy, you need to go and pick up your copy. And I'm just going to give you some of the names of the entertainers that are in here. Dina Jacobs, Lisa King, Tasha Khan, Misty Stevens, also LaWanda Jackson, Raquel Lord, Naisha Dupree, Mercedes Alexander, Bianca Nicole, Savannah Lee, Stasha Sanchez, also Archie Bonet, and the Goddess Raven, Tasha Long, you know, it goes on and on. Sasha Colby, it's a lot of
I keep reading
wonderful
all 100. That's what you just said.
entertainers.
Can I just kind of break that down a little bit?
Yes.
This book is not just for transgender people. This book is for everyone in our community. There are 6 different sections. We have the legends. We have the most beautiful, which includes the beautiful Raquel Lord.
And some of the legends can be in that section.
That is true. Some of the legends can be in that section. We also have female to male illusionists. We have the at-large
Some of
girls.
the most beautiful could be in that section.
That is true. I mean, we are a beautiful people.
I'm
We
thinking
are
of
a very
somebody.
beautiful people. So this book is for everyone. We also have MCs. We also have 3 female women like me who are...
And me.
We have 3 women just like me, biological women.
Like me.
Who have done a whole lot for our community. They have done so much, and that includes Regina Franklin from Atlanta, Georgia, Miss Teresa from New Jersey, and Madison from New York.
Wow. Okay, Janetta, we want to really thank you. Huh? Janetta. Oh, what did I say? Janetta. I said Janetta.
Janetta.
All right, Janetta. Well, thank you. Now, see, I did that because I know her name is Janetta. The reason I did that because I knew they all would correct me, and that goes out to all of the listeners who say, why on some of the episodes everybody don't talk? You notice how I said Janetta or Janetta or whatever I said Janetta? Everybody corrected me. So everybody is talking on this episode. Thank you, Janetta, once again.
Pick up
No,
your copy.
seriously. Thank you, Janetta. And y'all need to go out and pick up this wonderful book. It is called The 100 Most Influential Gay Entertainers. Oh, let me see what it said here by Naisha. Grew up as a bitch. Went to school, I was a bitch. And now that I'm an adult, I am a bitch. And I'm known as Miss Bitch. See, I told you, all kind of interesting things that you will find out about people that you've been hanging with for years.